Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Thursday Night Live Coin and Silver Auction with me, your host, Raven of RavenHawk Coins. Hope everybody is having a great day and staying safe out there. We've lost a couple good ones recently, and heck, what do you do, right? You just keep moving on. But good to see everybody in the nest. Welcome to the nest as a new member, the Gold Dragon. And Gold Dragon, I issued you a refund already on your $1 PayPal. Eric A. in the nest, Create Craft Coins and Collectibles, Brian Jensen, Worm Wizard Castings, Eric A., Visterion, Jack Covert, Wolf Tracks, Christopher Sherman, KCB, John Jacobs, Silverman 92, Freaking Awesome is here, Denmo, Richard Cornell, Gary S., let's see here, Chris Helms, Chuck Stacks, Pete Clark, Gary Lofgren, how you guys doing? Walsall Game Cam, Buy Up Gold and Silver in the nest, Vincent C., Chris Helms, Metallic Silver Skull, Rubicon 60, Worm Wizard, put me down for a 5 gold back. You got it, brother. And oh, everybody that buys a gold back also qualifies for the free magnet. All right. We only got 4 of those 5 guys. Steve Hendricks with a $10 super chat starting us off. Epic. These are the $5 gold back alpha. I'll take one out and show it to you. They're beautiful. Shadrach 777 says, love those magnets. Heck yeah. Gary Lofgren, the 5 gold back is $35. Gold backs don't go up in price as they go up in the denomination. My camera is really frustrating these days, guys. It's not focusing the way I'd like it to, but let's see if we can get it to... See, it's supposed to focus on the item that's closest, but there we go. Maybe if we come in that way, nope, but that's the 5 gold back. Rubicon 60 gold's floating right there at it, man. Gary S. in the nest says, not many pirates look that good. Heck yeah, man, that's a true statement and a half. But yeah, with the 5 gold back, you also get a magnet, just like anybody tonight that does a purchase gets a free RavenHawk Coins magnet. They're a limited edition. And every $50 that you spend tonight, you get a free halfback. The backs all look like that, Colorado Mountain Mama. The backs look literally, they don't do much with the back because that's where the security feature is. When you put it in a black light, it says AU, GB, and the denomination of the note. What's up, Michael Smith? Good to see you, brother. Jay Money here. Justin Cummings, how you doing, my friend? All right, so the early bird giveaway, let's get into that real quick. You get the choice of a Buffalo, slabbed and certified, a Merc Dime, a Steel Cent, a 65 proof special mint set, or a 96 with the W dime in it. So that's going to be our early bird giveaway. How you doing, Savvy Stacker? Let me turn on the night bot. And get the giveaway started. J-Dog, let me tell you something, brother. Train, say your prayers and your vitamins. What you gonna do when Hulkamania runs wild on you? Yeah. I don't think it says it's not. What does it say? Right, it's not a US dollar. It's for trade, but it's not a US dollar, that's for sure. See what Eric was saying there. What's up, John Ramsey? How you doing? Shannon J is here. Chew, Loose Change. Michael LeFew, what you gonna do? Michael Wells. Littlefoot, yep, we're doing a giveaway, my friend. Ty McFadden. Hulk Hogan died. Ozzy Osbourne. Malcolm Jamal Warner. There's a bunch of people. 32 months as a Silverhawk. Michael LeFew. Darren Wilkinson, how you doing, my friend? Jera Jones. Good to see you. All right. Currency Systems. Hambone, aka Crambone. Yeah, it's a bummer to see Ozzy gone. Ricky the Scrawny. I met Hulk Hogan a couple times, and he was a really nice guy. So I'm bummed about that. You know, been to a many, luckily, more than a few Ozfests, so I got lucky there. What's up, Captain Vic? Other bot. Oh, thank you, Create Craft. Create Craft. I would never remember. I can't stop stuttering on my own words. I always forget that darn second bot. What's up, Armando from the vault? Gilbert Rogers. How you doing, brother? Savvy Stacker. Yep, Savvy. I loved going to the Ozfests. They were fun. They were a lot of fun. What's up, Joe Must Be? Jonathan Eason, good to see you. All right, let's see who the winner chicken dinner is going to be in 3, 2. Harley Babe says, just got notification you're live, only 7 minutes late. Oh, you know, that's better than how it's been usually, about 30 minutes. Tom Thumb, Thunder Lips. Oh, that's funny. What's up, cool things? All right, 3, 2, 1, booyah. G-Dub is our first winner, ladies and gentlemen. G-Dub, which item would you like? Do you want the grated buffalo nickel, the uncirculated steel cent, the Merc dime, the 65 mint set, or the 96 mint set with the W dime? Let me know what you like so we can move right along. What's up, Moose Socks? Merc Dime. All right, Merc Dime going to G-Dub. And G-Dub gets a magnet. And also the Industream will get a magnet. So we're going to put another magnet on there. So there we go for that. Let me put G-Dub's name on here. Alright, so G-Dub with the win. And somehow my box has disappeared. We'll have to use a different one. telling you guys, Miss Raven's got sticky fingers. Alright, let me close out the Nightbot. We're going to put these bad boys away into the Industream Extreme giveaway box. Oh, man. The whole mint set came sliding out of its envelope, so I got to fix that real quick. But the 90, whoever gets the Industream gets that 96 uncirculated mint set. It's got the W dime in it. I see a bunch of us have a new badge. That means you've gone up in time, Eric, eh? Alright. First item on the night, my friends, we're going to start off with a... I don't get why this camera's doing this to me. Let's see if it'll... Wow, guys. There we go. 1916D. I don't know why it's doing that to us, but barber quarter. Good looking quarter. And worth about 40 bucks roughly. It really does. Starting off at $1 to make us holler. Shadrach coming in at 20 bones, ladies and gentlemen. Shadrach dropping the bomb on us. Remember tonight, every 50 bucks gets you a halfback. Richard Cornell at 24. Doug Harding at 25. Armando from the vault in there. Mike Sampson coming in with another George at 30, ladies and gentlemen. It's a VF to XS, so you're looking at anywhere between a 35 to a 40 grade on it. You know, just depends on who's grading it. Jack Covert. Richard Hunter, no. Every $50 purchased gets you a halfback. So if you win $50 in stuff, you get a 3.5. You get a halfback worth $3.50. All right, guys. David McGowan coming in at 32. Doug Harding at 33, like he's Johnny T. Doug Harding in the lead at 33, looking for 34, going once. Doug Harding in the lead at 33, looking for 34. Do we hear 34? Going twice. No quarterbacks. Yeah, that toning's crazy, Eric A. David McGowan coming in at 34, ladies and gentlemen. McGowan in the lead at 34. Looking for 35 to stay alive. Going once. David in the lead at 35. Or 34. Looking for 35. Going twice. David in the lead at $34, making us holla, looking for 35. Do we hear 35? It's once, it's twice, it's 3 times for the Nesties, ladies and gentlemen. McGowan in the lead. Eric A. coming in with the Snope at 35. What's up, Daryl USA? Going once, my friends. Eric A. in the lead at 35, looking for 36. Going twice. Eric in the lead at 35, looking for 36. Do we hear 36? It's once, it's twice, it's 3 times for the Nest, ladies and gentlemen. Eric A. in the lead at 35. Will it hold? You just never know. All in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad coin is going to be sold to Eric A. for 35. Yeah, I couldn't believe I forgot to put the gold backs in the preview video. The five gold back. Looks like Doug Harding wants a 5 gold back. He says. So it looks like we're going to be down to just 2 5 gold back available. Hey, and guys, Eric A wants a 5 gold back too. Look at that. Eric A. Steve Hendricks with a $2 super chat says, congratulations, congratulations. And then Richard Hunter will have the last gold back. So Eric A. and Richard Hunter. Let me help create craft real quick. Oh, he's taking care of it. So Eric A. and Richard Hunter with the last 2 gold backs. We are sold out of gold backs. And they're gone. Thank you, guys. And Richard Hunter, his first ever. Nice, brother. That's way cool. All right, next item up. Of course, we get the... We got an 84 BU Libertad. BU Tifo. It's a Libertata alert. Libertata alert. All right, let me get this on there. This year, the 84 is going for $92 on APMEX, my friends. Guys, Mike Sampson dropping the bomb on us. Coming in at 50 to make it nifty. RB, we have to have you registered for the auction, my friend. Either you got to be a member of the Nest or do a $1 refundable deposit, or somebody's got to know you in chat before we can let you be a bidder, my friend. But Mike Sampson in the lead at $50 right now. Going once. Mike Sampson in the lead at 50, looking for 51, going twice. Mike coming in strong, my friends. RB, yes, we really do need you registered. Jack Covert coming in at 55 to stay alive. But on the $1 PayPal, you get it refunded to you or applied towards your balance on the night. So it's really easy. Guys, Mike Sampson coming in at 60, ladies and gentlemen. J-Dog, glad you got it, my friend. Going once to Sampson. Going twice. The pirate tatas were less, says Doug Harding. Last call for Mr. Owl. Key. Guys, Gold Dragon coming in at 61 with the Snope. RB, that's on you. There's rules to being in any of these auctions, and you would have been refunded your $1. So, you know, thanks for coming in. Mike Sampson going once. Going twice. Last call for Mr. Owl. Key. Ho, ho, ho. And I've never had anybody get upset about being told they have to register. It's just how this is done. We have to know that you have a live account outside of being like a troll or something. You know, racking up a bunch of auction stuff and then never paying for it. So that's why my channel and other channels require you to be registered. All right, guys, going once to Gold Dragon. Gold Dragon coming in strong. Yeah, or shill bidding. Yeah, somebody that's just up bidding, you know, to make other people pay higher. That's not fair. Going twice. 3 times for Larry. Gold Dragon in the lead at 66. Mike Sampson not backing down. Holy cow. Coming in at 70. Going once with that Snope. Going twice. What's up, Golden Bacon Tree? Yeah, brother, we are a little bit... we're sold out of those, my friend. All right, all in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to Mike Sampson for 70 bucks. Jesus Sepulveda, how you doing? Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Golden Dragon. You guys, epic bidding. Golden Bacon Tree, I will be getting my hands on some more gold backs for sure. All right, Mike Sampson with the win. And that is lot number 2. What's up, Yoxnav? How you doing, my friend? All right, this is the last of... So we only have, I think it's 2 commemoratives on the night. This is the Marine one. As far as the dollar commems. Right there. 2005 Marines, MS-69. Up for grabs. Let's see here. It says it had a reported. Good luck with that, RB. Starting bids $1, my friends. Hey, RB, how about this? You are booted. Reported. That's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Oh, man. Yeah. That's funny. What do you do, right, guys? All right. Anyways, Mike K. So as long as you're registered, you're good to go. Jack Covert coming in at $10. It's a 90% silver commem. They go for about $65 on average. Covert's in there at $10. Gary Lofgren at $15. Jack Covert coming in at 30, ladies and gentlemen. Super chatted. Did I miss something? I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me look at something here. If you super chatted, I apologize. Mike Sampson coming in at 45. Mike Sampson coming in strong, guys. Okay, I see Steve Hendricks super chat. I don't see a super chat from you, Mike. Did somebody see him? Hold on, I know where I can do it. I can go. Is it shopping? No. Viewer activity. Michael a few. No, but I don't see one, my friend. All right, where was I? Mike K. Mike K. I don't see a super chat that came through, brother. So we have Samson at 45, Metallic Silver Skull coming in at 51. Going once. Did you send a PayPal and that's what you're calling a super chat? Let me take a look here. Nope. Going twice. Yeah, there's a thing on here that says who's done super chats, and it didn't come across. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. Metallic Silver Skull in the lead at 51. All in. Guys, how about now, says 949 Designs. Thank you, brother. Guys, Gold Dragon in with the Snope at 52. What you gonna do? Going once. Twilight Zone in here tonight, says cool things. Good to see 949 in the house. Going twice to Gold Dragon. Remember, every $50 you spend gets you a half gold back. So keep that in mind. Those are worth $3.50. You get to 100, you get 2 gold backs and a silver dime. So you're getting quite a bit of stuff back. All right, going 3 times for Larry, ladies and gentlemen. Gold Dragon in the lead. Gold Dragon at 52. Looking for 53. All in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad commem is going to be sold. Oh, Golden Bacon Tree with the George and the Snope. Look out, my friends. Gold Dragon answering right back at 54. Looking for 55 to stay alive because we can't drive. 55. Going once, ladies and gentlemen, to Golden Dragon. Golden Bacon is in the lead at 55. Going once again. Looking for 56 in the mix. Going twice. Gold versus gold, ladies and gentlemen. Last call for Mr. Al Key. Ho, ho, ho. Golden Bacon Tree in the lead. Gold Dragon says he's in the lead now at 56. Gold versus gold. Gold in the lead at 56. Going once. Looking for 57. Gold Dragon in the lead. Going twice. Want the hold back, says Golden Bacon Tree. Heck yeah. A half back for every 50. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. Looking for 57. All in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad guys. Golden Bacon Tree says I won't back down. Going once at 57. Looking for 58. Going twice. Last call for Mr. Al Key. Hall, ladies and gentlemen. Golden Bacon Tree in the lead at 57. Looking for 58. Gold Dragon says let him have it. All in. Fair warning. Eric A. doing fine at 59. Going once. Charles Doom in the room. Coming in. At 60. Going once. Going twice. Last call for Mr. Al Key. Hall, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Doom in the room. All in. Fair warning. Guys, Metallic Silver Skull. Coming in at 61. Going once. Going twice. 3 times for the Nesties. Charles Doom at 63. Where's it gonna be? Create Craft, I can't do it in the middle of the auction, brother. Going once. I'll do it after I get through this lot. I appreciate I saw a couple people say something. Going twice. But I appreciate you, brother. Last call. All in. Fair warning. This bad commandment is sold to Charles Doom for 63. All right, guys. Congratulations to Charles Doom. Mike K, we'd love to have you be a part of it, dude. If somebody knows you in the room and can back your name, we can register you that way. But Or, like I said, you just have to do a $1 refundable deposit to PayPal or that live chat. What up, vote for Pedro? All right, let me turn off those other games and stuff. Bing, bing. And where's the other ones? All right, all the games are turned off. Guys, we got 91 likes on the night already. Totally epic. The way you guys back the channel is amazing. Next item up, ladies and gentlemen. This is an entry-level 1853 3-cent silver trime. Right there, 1853. This one is literally like an about good 3, maybe 4. It is on the lower end, but the reverse looks great. So this coin in this condition is worth about 35 bucks at the very most. But we will start the bid at $1 to make you holler. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Guys, Richard Cornell coming in at 16. Daryl trying to get in there at 15. I'm literally looking at viewer activity. And that is weird. I can't see the darn super chats. Here's the thing. It hasn't ring across the screen. Because I would see that. It would say bling and say you got a super chat. I don't know what's going on there. That's really strange. Vote for Pedro in at 28 at the lead, ladies and gentlemen. Looking for 29 going once. Going twice. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. Justin Cummings coming in at 29, ladies and gentlemen, with the super snopage. Vote for Pedro at 30. We got a war. Going once. Going twice. There's one from Shadrach for $2. Thank you, Shadrach. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. That's awesome of you, brother. Vote for Pedro in the lead at 30. All in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad coin is sold. To vote for Pedro for 30. Beto D222. What's up, Beto? All right, guys. Vote for Pedro with the win. Speaking of vote for Pedro, we're gonna have a conference call later. Talk about the Wounded Warrior Project. Vote for Pedro with the win. Throw that right there. Because believe me, Mike K, we'd love to have you as part of the Cool Things Best Nest in the West. Cool Things with a $5 super chat. All right, next one up is a Walking Liberty half. BU 1943, ladies and gentlemen. That thing is gorgy. I just came up with a new word, gorgy. All right, we hit 100 likes, ladies and gentlemen. You know what that means. What's up, Stan the Man in the nest? Oops. What? Vote for Pedro wants me to add it to what? Guys, Shadrach coming in at 20. Doug Wagner at 21. I had to write on his envelope so it doesn't get sent to him. Let's see here. Hold for W. Wounded Warrior fundraiser. All right, guys. Gold Dragon in the lead at 25 and staying alive. Richard Cornell was in there. But Gold Dragon in the lead at 25. Looking for 26 in the mix. Going once. Going twice. Jack Covert, I hear you, brother, but it's all they had was those years. Scorpio at 26, getting in there before Pedro. So to give you an idea, 27 for vote for Pedro. Even though I have on the thing $40, a uncirculated Walker, pretty much any of them go for 50 something bucks in a store. Oh, I forgot to add to the end of stream. Right there, we're going to add a 63 Franklin to the end of stream to make it more extreme. Vote for Pedro at 29, Scorpio at 30, ladies and gentlemen. Scorpio in the lead at 30. Gold Dragon trying to get in there, but Scorpio a little bit quicker on the draw, going once. Pedro at 31, ladies and gentlemen. Pedro in the lead at 31. Gold Dragon trying to get in there. Scorpio at 32. What you gonna do? Scorpio in the lead at 32. Looking for 33. Going once. Nathan Oliver says extreme. Going twice. Gold Dragon at 33. Going once. Gold Dragon in the lead at 33. Looking for 34. Scorpio at 34, ladies and gentlemen. Scorpio in the lead at 34. Looking for 35 to stay alive. Scorpio in the lead at 34, going once. 949 chiming in at 35. Looking for 36. Scorpio at 36. Ladies and gentlemen, the Georges. George in full effect. Scorpio going once. Scorpio at 36, looking for 37, going twice. Scorpio in the lead. What's up, Deborah Walls? Last call from Mr. Owl. Key. Oh. Gold Dragon. That is a third-party slab thing called PCI. Guys, Gold Dragon coming in at 37, looking for 38. Mike K with a $2 super chat. Mike K, there you go, man. You got in there. Going once. Golden Dragon at 37, going twice. Last call from Mr. Owl. Key. Ho. Okay, Mike K, the only other thing you got to do is when you win your first auction item is you got to pay for it right away, and then you're good to go after that. No more having to pay until the end of the night. All that good stuff. Going once. Mike K in the lead at 40. Going twice, and that's easy to do. It's RavenHawkCoins at gmail.com via PayPal. And yeah, you do have to do it before you start bidding on the other stuff. Last call for Mr. Owl. Key. Ho. All right, my friends. Wait a second. So Mike K, you were in the lead at 40. You don't need to upbid yourself. All right, we're going to do an experiment, and we'll see, if it pays, cool. If not, we'll have to redo this one a little later. Sold to Mike K for $40. If you become a member of the Nest, our RavenHawk level gets you free shipping. If not, there is a $5 flat fee for shipping. But Mike K with the win. It'll work out one way or another. One way or another. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you one way or another. J-Dog. So Mike K, you have a if you have a PayPal account, all you have to do is use my email address that is linked, that's put in here right there by Create Craft. It's ravenhawkcoins@gmail.com. Next item up, guys, we have the 1994 West Point. What's up, Ben Stackin? POW Museum coin. 90%er. This is the last of the graded slabs that I have for commems. So Bombay said, why don't they grade it? Because what they're trying to do is fool you into buying these at a higher price, because these aren't graded. They're literally just uncirculated and stuck into their own holder. So it took me a while to be able to explain that to you. I apologize. Okay, on this one, I did have a reserve at 45. I'm going to make the reserve down to 40. Yep, it would come up as a store. Eric A is right for PayPal. Guys, Hambones 7581 coming in with the George at 40. Gold Dragon trying to get in there. Jack Covert in there, but Metallic Silver Skull dropping the bomb on us at 50, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, they do that so they can charge 25 or more for it, and the slab costs them $2, that's for sure. Metallic Silver Skull in the lead at 50, looking for 51. Going once. Golden Dragon trying to get in there, but Metallic Silver Skull in the lead. Going twice. Metallic Silver Skull. Last call for Mr. Owl. Key. Ho 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 ho. Metallic Golden Drag or Gold Dragon coming in at 52. Like Mr. LeFew going once. Charles Doom in the room coming in at 53, going once. Doom, Doom, Doom going twice. Doom, 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 Doom. It's Charles Doom. Last call for Mr. Owl. Key. Hall, guys. Gold Dragon coming in at 54, going once. Eric A at 55 and staying alive, going once. Eric A in the lead at 55, going twice. Charles Doom says, I resemble that remark. Last call from Mr. Alki Hall, ladies and gentlemen, because I can't drive. 55! What's up, Perry Custom Cards? Going once to Doom in the room. Going twice, looking for 57. The battles are just back and forth tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Last call for Mr. Alki Hall. Charles Doom at 56, looking for 57. Will it hold? All in. Doom bringing me gloom, says Eric A. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to Charles Doom for 56. Charles Doom. Boom, boom, boom. We got Doom in the room. All right, Charles Doom. Let me take a look here real quick on PayPal. See if that came across for Mike. Nope. Nothing yet. All right. Next item up, lot number 7. Gold Dragon, you are definitely trying, my friend. We see it. You're in the mix on the bids. It's all good, Mike. Right here, 1985, Libertata. We got a Tata alert. Tata alert. That is up for grabs, my friends. 66 on AtMix for this year. But we're going to start it off at a whole $1 and see what happens. Guys, B. Roos coming in with the Georgia at 25. Gary Lofkin at 38. Mike Sampson coming in at 50, ladies and gentlemen. Mike dropping the bomb. You dropped the bomb on me, baby. Eric A says, whoa. Going once at 50. Sampson in the lead. B. Roos on the loose coming in at 51, ladies and gentlemen. Going once. B. Roos in the lead at 51, looking for 52. Gary Lofgren says he's got 52. They're wanting that halfback. Going once. Lone Star trying to get in there. Yoksnab at 53, ladies and gentlemen. Yoksnab in the lead at 53. Adam Crawford at 54, my friends. Adam in the lead at 54. Vote for Pedro Can't Drive, 55. Sampson trying to get in there. Pedro in the lead at 55. Yoksnab at 56, my friends. Lone Star trying in there, but Lone Star coming back on the attack. With the George at 57, my friends. Going once. Lone Star Fox in the lead at 57. Looking for 58. Going twice. Lone Star in the lead at 57. It's once, it's twice, it's 3 times for the Yoksnab at 58, ladies and gentlemen. Going once. Yoksnab in the lead. Going twice. It's the magnets, Brother Doug. They want the magnets. Last call from Mr. Owl. Key. Ho, 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 ho. All in. Fair warning. This bad bag coin is sold to Yoksnab for 58. Congratulations to Yoksnab. You rock. We're going to be giving out a lot of halfbacks for tonight's auction. Very cool. All right. Let's see here. Lot number 8, we're almost about to do a giveaway. Remember, after lot number 10, we will do... Guys, Mike K, thank you, brother. Mike K is an official Nestor, part of the crew. His payment came in. I appreciate you, brother. All right, here we go. Next item up is... a 2022 Australian Kookaburra. Right there. I appreciate it, Mike. And the only other thing, Mike, is there is a $5 shipping flat rate if you're not a silver level member. But that's everything you buy on the night. We don't double charge or anything like that. It's a flat fee of $5. All right. We're going to start the bid on this at $1 for an ounce of silver. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Lone Star Fox coming in at 41 with the George. Gary S. at 42. Lofgren trying to get in there. Visterion at 45. Gold Dragon still trying to get a win, but Visterion in the lead at 45. Looking for 46 in the mix. Eric A., the man, the myth, the legend, coming in at 46. Covert at 49. Gold Dragon was in there at 48, but Covert in the lead. Visterion in the lead now at 50, ladies and gentlemen. Silver Surfer trying to get in there. Visterion just a little bit quicker on the draw. Visterion in the lead Mystery underwater auctioneer. Mystery on in the lead at $50. Looking for 51. Here, 51. Going once, my friends. Boy, I'm a goofy old man, aren't I? Going twice. Visterion might get back to back. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. Visterion at $50. Oh, Gold Dragon. Gold Dragon coming in at 52. Going once. Going twice. Last call for Mr. Jack Covert at 53. Jack in the lead. Eric A at 55 because he can't drive. 55. Going once. Going twice. Last call. All in. Fair warning. This bad kook is going to be sold to Mr. Eric A for 55. What a mud swat. Heck yeah. They have some kookaburras at the Oklahoma Zoo. They're gorgeous in real life. They're really cool. Big old beaks on them. I wouldn't want to get pecked by a kookaburra. All right, Eric A with the win. We're going to do a giveaway after lot number 10. So keep that in mind. We're going to give away something pretty cool. I'm going to keep it a surprise. We got a double dragon. Now, I'm doing good, Mud. I'm hanging in there. We got a double dragon from Australia. I let somebody buy one of these. I didn't even look it up. They got a killer deal because I looked these things up and they were ridiculously $81 on AppMex if you want to buy one of these guys. And I put the value, I think they're more like 60. But that shows you the shop that I work at, we don't upcharge very much on a lot of these rounds that go for stupid money. So, you know, it's pretty cool. We're going to start it off at $1, guys. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Any scratches on it? No. Gold Dragon. This thing is beautiful, man. Here. These are encapsulated, so they shouldn't have any issues unless somebody, you know, cracks them open. All right, guys. We got all sorts of action. Lofgren at 42. Doug Harding at 44. Daryl USA trying to get in there. Mustang at 45. Gary S. at 49. B. Roos at 50. Silver Surfer at 52. What you gonna do? Silver Surfer in the lead at 52. Bree Roos at 54. Gold Dragon at 55. And staying alive. Gold Dragon in the lead at 55. Looking for 56. Going once. Gold Dragon in the lead at 55. Looking for 56. Going twice. Daryl, that's a magnet, not a sticker, brother. Golden Bacon Tree coming in at 56. Going once. What's up, Invisible River Ranch? Going twice. Good to see you, brother. Guys, Alan in Portland just subscribed. Welcome to the nest, Alan. Guys, Gary S. in the nest coming in at 57. Gold Dragon trying to get in there, but Gary in the lead. Going once. Going twice. Gary S. at 57. Looking for 58. Last call. Gary S. in the lead at 57. Gold Dragon at 58 with the George. Going once. Going twice. Gary S. at 59 and doing fine. Going once. We got a battle. What's up, Tim Whitley? Going twice. Last call for Mr. Owl. Key. Oh. Gary S at 59, looking for 60. All in. Fair warning. This bad double dragon is going to be sold to Gary S for 59. What's up, Mike, baby? How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Gary S with the win. Charles Doom says it's got snatched. All right, Gary S in the nest. Okay, one more item, and then we are going to do a giveaway. We're going to have a give it away now moment after lot number 10. Lot number 10 is a gorgeous MS66 Red 1955 San Francisco. You know, man, I wish that thing was that double to die. Gorgeous, gorgeous coin. Beautiful red color. In the green, OG green holder. Worth about 35 to 40 bucks. We're going to start off at $1. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Covert coming in with the George at 20, ladies and gentlemen. Lone Star Fox in the lead at 21. Looking for the deuce on the loose. Lone Star in the lead. Vote for Pedro coming in at 25 and staying alive. Metallic Silver Skull dropping the bomb on us, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God. What a beauty, says Colorado Mountain Mama. Going once to Metallic Silver Skull at 45. Holy George, says Doug Wagner. Going twice. What's up, Rockzilla? Yeah, that cartwheeling is epic, Eric A. That's a beautiful scent. Last call. Metallic Silver Skull. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold. To Metallic Silver Skull. What's up, Gator Train Chaser? He is not messing around on that bid, says Gold Dragon. It is definitely Tim Whitley. I agree. Metallic Silver Skull. Oh, and we're going to be having a epic giveaway Sunday night, ladies and gentlemen. I forgot to bring this up earlier, but let me show you. Goldback has really gone above and beyond. Because check this out, my friends. Sunday night, we're going to be giving away a limited edition 3 Oklahoma Goldback. Right there. The limited edition Oklahoma Goldback in a perfect 70. These go for $285 on APMEX. The shops that have them, that have gotten their hands on them, have them between $275 and $285. This is going to be the grand prize for Sunday night. That is going to be given away courtesy of RavenHawk Coins and Goldback. And we have other merchandise and stuff to give away, but that's the grand prize. Yeah, I don't even have one of those. I have one that's a 69 that was given to me, but I don't have a 70. The 70 is a bad mamma jamma. All right, here we go. I told you guys I didn't have any more commemoratives on the night. I lied. Commemoratives for auction. We're going to give away the 91-95 West Point World War II Proof 69 Ultra Cameo. Retail on this bad boy is about $50 or so, depending on where you see it. So that is going to be our midstream giveaway. And you're going to get a RavenHawk Coins magnet to go with it. Let me turn on the night bot. Let it win wherever you go. Oh, jeez. All right, my friends. I'll be back in about 2 minutes. Maybe more, maybe less, but get your names in there while you can. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Wow, is that a new pack of envelopes? Where'd that come from? What's up here? Yeah, that's capitalism. Good job. All right, buddy. What's up? How you doing? Oh, I know. Hey, Betty, did you have one of these? Let me get some. Just have it. Just kind of. Oh man, I need to fight with this boy. Sure. You like them? I know. I can tell. What about you guys? Hey, don't throw that far enough. They're still eating. Oh, dang it. Toss it in there. See, you push that, look at all that meat. Actually, I want to see colors. This doesn't like pull down. Which one's going? Yes, I'm good. All right, next one you're gonna get from mom, dude. I gotta pack this up. All right. I am back. Ringing the bell. Who's going to be the winner in 3, 2, 1? Booyah! Jack Covert, ladies and germs. Jack Covert is the lucky winner. Congratulations, Jack. Nice win, brother. Don't fret if you didn't win. We actually have another giveaway at after lot number 20. And we only have 22 items to give away to auction tonight. So after that, we do the extreme into stream giveaway. Turn off Nightbot here. And you guys are amazing. 120 excuse me. 128 likes on the night already. We get to 150, we'll add more, but you know what? I'm feeling generous tonight. I'm going to add something anyways. How about we add... Oh, this is kind of tacky. It's still got the price on there, so I got to cross that out, but just for funds, shigs and giggles, we're going to throw in a AU55 Merc Dime into the Industream Extreme giveaway. All right. Let me get on to lot number 11. And we have one more Walking Liberty half. It's a 1943. It's a Buer. You can see right there, just a really nice coin all together. Let me get the description here. Guys, Richard Cornell starting us off at $24 with the George. Ladies and gentlemen, Alan in Portland, welcome to the nest as a Copper Falcon, brother. Good to have you on board. Gold Dragon coming in at 25. Doug Wagner at 26. Vote for Pedro at 30, ladies and gentlemen. Vote for Pedro in the lead at for 30. Looking for at least 31 to get her done. Vote for Pedro in the lead, going once. Buy up Gold and Silver coming in at 32 with the pew pew pew. Mike K trying to get in there. Scorpio at 33, looking for 34. Vote for Pedro at 35, ladies and gentlemen. Vote for Pedro in the lead at 35, looking for 36. All happened so fast, says Mighty Horse. Going once. Vote for Pedro in the lead. Scorpio at 36. Gold Dragon trying to get in there. What's up, Johnny T? Vote for Pedro at 38. I'm getting tired doing all this typing, says Armando. Armando, you gotta get a voice to text. Scorpio at 39 and doing fine. Vote for Pedro coming in at 40 with the George. Vote for Pedro in the lead at 40. Scorpio at 41, ladies and gentlemen. Scorpio in the lead at 41. Looking for 42. Vote for Pedro at 42. Looking for 43 like we're Johnny T. Going once. Vote for Pedro in the lead at 42. Looking for 43. Going twice. Vote for Pedro in the lead. Last call for Mr. Al. Key. Oh, coming in at 43 is Scorpio, ladies and gentlemen. Vote for Pedro, 44 with another George. Going once. Going twice. Last call. Scorpio is out. Pedro at 44, all in. Fair warning, this bad coin is sold. To vote for Pedro for 44, ladies and gentlemen. Vote for Pedro, the man. Thank you, everybody, for your bids. My dad's birth year. Nice. Vote for Pedro. That's super cool, brother. All right. Congratulations, EMO. The Fish Keeper. How you doing? What's up, Sam Wilson? Sam, don't worry, brother. Things happen, my friend. Things happen. All right. Next item up, we have lot... Gorgeous 1923 piece dollar MS65, ladies and gentlemen. MS65 up for grabs. That's a nice coin. We do have a reserve on this because it's a nice one, but you know what? With the 110 reserve, you're already getting 2 gold halfbacks. So not too shabby to start off. The reserve is 110. Good luck. Roy Boy coming in with the George at 110. Looking for 115. Like we're Mr. Bean. Roy Boy in the lead at 110. Looking for 115. Going once. You know how we do it. We don't slow roll. If the action is slow, we just go. Going twice. Last call. I wanted to let you know that wedding I mentioned is actually taking place at the Museum of Osteology. Wow, that's cool. That's here in Oklahoma. Vote for Pedro at 115. So is Chuck Stacks. But Roy Boy dropping the bomb at 125. Going once. Vote for Pedro at 130. Going once, ladies and gentlemen. Vote for Pedro. Roy Boy coming back at 140, my friends. Roy Boy 140. Looking for 145. Going. Whoops, that's supposed to be going once. Roy Boy in the lead at 140, looking for 145, going twice. Vote for Pedro, not messing around, coming in at 140. Roy Boy at 155, holy cow. Another bomb, going once. Going twice. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. Pedro is out. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to Roy Boy for 155. Roy Boy, on that one, he's going to get 3 halfbacks. So a gold back and a half. Whew. What a battle, guys. All right. We have an epic coin on the end of the night that is a one of a kind, a one of one. I've had different dealers give me different prices. Some say as high as $1,000. The cheapest was told to me was about $750. I have a reserve on it at $700. It's one of those ones, if it goes, I'm happy for whoever gets it because they're getting a ton of little gold backs. But if it stays, I gave the nest the first shot. All right, next item up, we have a beautiful Washington proof, 1950 proof 66. Washington quarter, that thing is gorgeous. NGC slabbed and certified. It's about a $70 quarter. I do have a reserve at $60. Some people are trying to sell them for a lot more on APMEX, but I'm not APMEX, eBay. But I'm sure APMEX would have a high price anyways. But yeah, on this one, there is a reserve at $60. So good luck, everybody. Good luck. Buena suerte. All right. Guys, Mustang Dave coming in at 60. I have a couple gold backs. As you've stated, they tend to stick together. What's the best way to store them so they're protected? I put them in little plastic bags or the the plastic note holders. Guys, Jack Covert coming in at 63. Like he's Johnny T. Going once. Mustang Dave was in there. Mustang Dave in the lead now at 65. Looking for 66. Going once. Mustang Dave in the lead at 65. Looking for 66. Going twice. But you know the note holders that they use for currency. Or I mean, the currency are note holders, but that's the ones that I think take care of them the best. Goldbacks in a book works too. I'll keep them flat. Last call. Wandering Werners, how you doing, my friend? Mustang Dave in the lead, all in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to Mustang Dave for 65. I like James Warner's new thing. It's him, and I think that's possibly the wife in the background. But good to see you, James. All right, Mustang David. Cool. Richard Cornell, there will not be $3 gold backs available in large amounts. They're limited editions. You can order one on... you know what? If you really want one, I can get you a 69 or a 70. The 69s go for like two something. I think it's like 250 or two. I don't remember. I know the shop had some. But the 69s and the 70s are all graded, and the 70s go for 275 to 285. So the 3s are like a special edition for each time that they do a release. So you know the normal thing for the denominations is half, 1, 2, 5, 10, 25, 50, and 100. Whew, that was a mouthful. Next item up, ladies and gentlemen, we have a 1985 BU Libertad. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have another Libertata alert. Libertata alert. That bad girl is up for sale. This year is $66 on AppMex. We're starting the bid at $1. 1,000,000,000% rigged, says, or I don't know, that's a 1 and a buttload of zeros. Lone Star coming in at 44. Lofgren trying to get in there. Gold Dragon in the lead at 45. Jack Covert getting in there, but actually Allen in Portland was in the lead at 50. Lone Star at 52. Gold Dragon at 53. The back-to-back Georges are going crazy, ladies and gentlemen. Adam Crawford coming in at 54. Allen in Portland at 55. Looking for 56 in the mix. Allen in the lead. Silver Surfer in the lead at 56. Silver Surfer in the lead. Allen in Portland at 57. Ladies and gentlemen, Allen in the lead at 57. Looking for 58. Do we hear 58 going once? Silver Surfer at 58 going once. Silver Surfer in the lead at 58, looking for 59, going twice. Lone Star trying to get in there. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. Vote for Pedro. Good to see you, brother. We'll talk soon, my friend. Silver Surfer at 58, all in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to Silver Surfer for 58. Wait, did Gold Dragon get in there? Let me double check. No. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, the Super Snope. Holy cow. Gold Dragon in there. Garrick A coming in at 59. Oh wait, no. Gold Dragon's at 59. We're looking for 60. Silver Surfer at 60, ladies and gentlemen. Going once. Silver Surfer in the lead at 60. Looking for 61. Going twice. Silver Surfer in the lead. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. All in. Guys, Mr. Alcohol puts an end to so many auctions, says Copper Out Coins with 45 months as a Copper Falcon. This bad coin is sold to Silver Surfer for $60. Richard Cornell, I'm going into the shop tomorrow, guys. Lone Star Fox giving out a 1 membership. Thank you, Lone Star. I'm going in tomorrow, and I can see if we got some Utah ones there. We had some the other day. And if we do, I'll let you know. Richard Cornell. I know I have your email. I know you've emailed me before. So if they got them, I'll grab you one. All right, lot number 15. This one is pretty cool. 1973 Annex. Proof 65. That's why it's got the cloudiness to it. But it's called Heavy Cameo. It's the same as Ultra or Deep Cameo, but I like it in the old soapbox. You can't really go wrong. It's a 40% silver one. And we're started off at $1. Heck yeah, that's very cool. Good luck, my friends. Guys, Gold Dragon coming in with the George at 15. Jack Covert at 20. Richard Cornell coming in at 24. Eric A at 25 and staying alive. Eric in the lead at 25. Looking for 26 in the mix, ladies and gentlemen. Richard Cornell coming in at 27. Can I trade a Raven sticker for a magnet? Says Gary Lofgren. Richard Cornell in the lead. Jack Covert 29. Eric A at 30. Metallic Silver Skull coming in at 33. Metallic Silver Skull in the lead. Richard Cornell trying to get in there, but Skull in the lead at 33. Looking for 34. Do we hear 34? Going once. Cornell at 35 and staying alive. Looking for 36. Going once. Cornell in the lead at 35. Looking for 36. Do we hear 36? Going twice. Buy up gold and silver in at 36, ladies and gentlemen. Eric A trying to get in there. Richard Cornell coming back with the Snope and a George. Going once. Perry Custom Cards says he has a few Utah one gold backs. Going twice. Richard Cornell at 38. Richard, if you want to talk to Perry about getting them from him, you're welcome to do that as well. Last call from Mr. Alcohol. All in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad coin is going to be Scorpio coming in. Nope, 73S, proof 65, Ricky the Scotty. It's a proof 65. Going once to Scorpio at 39, looking for 40. Going twice. Scorpio in the lead at 39. Last call from Mr. Al. Key. Ho. Eric A says he's got $40 and a George. Going once. Going twice. Did I say it on the sheet? Oh, wow, I did. I made a mistake. Oops. And it should have been 73, and I put 72. Or no, 65. Wow. My mistake, guys. That's funny. All right. Scorpio coming in at 40, ladies. 41. Going once. Well, you know what? I make mistakes from time to time. You know that. And you guys caught it. Eric A, I put a 65 Ike, which doesn't exist. I'm going to throw this 1945 Merc with some beautiful toning into the box. 73S Create Craft. Going twice to Scorpio. Last call. Scorpio in the lead at 41. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to Scorpio for 41. There's some cool stuff coming up, Brent Straddle, that's for sure. Savvy says, what? You're not perfect. Say it isn't so. I've got a 64 piece dollar. I really do. Made by Daniel Carr, or well, so what they used was a real piece dollar, and they worked the coin to have a 64 date on it, and You show people, most people can't even tell that it's been done because Daniel Carr is awesome. Mustang Dave says, if I give away silver for every mistake I made, I wouldn't have any left. You know what, Mustang? I keep having to buy. Here we go. Top 20 or top 50, 1926 VAM 22 double dyed reverse on the leaves. MS63 peace dollar, ladies and gentlemen. That thing is a beaut. This coin is a big hitter. The reserve on it is at 180. At least it wasn't a 75 quarter. There you go. But this boy, I seen him for $200. Crazy. Yep, Chuck Mangione gone, Ozzy gone, Malcolm Jamal Warner, a.k.a. Theo, from the Cosby Show. He passed away. He drowned in Costa Rica, is what I saw a story on that earlier. But the reserve on this one is 180. They go for about 200 retail. Going once. No action on this bad girl yet. Going twice. Chuck Stacks coming in with the George. Going once. Chuck Stacks in the lead. Going twice. Looking for 185. Guys, Gary S. in the nest. Coming in at 185. Looking for 190. Going once. Gary S. in the lead at 185. Looking for 190. Going twice. Gary S. Chuck Stacks in it. It's $50 for every half gold back. So like Gary S. and Chuck, if they get up to 200 in this bid, they'll end up with 4 half gold backs, which equals 2 full gold backs. Gary S. at 195, looking for 200, going once. Going twice. Chuck Stacks coming in at 200 and the George. Going once. So it's every $50 they get a gold back. And matter of fact, Chuck Stacks will get 4 halves gold backs and 2 silver dimes if he wins this battle. Going twice. There's a lot of add-ons going on RavenHawk Coins. Trying to get back where I can. Ladies and gentlemen, Chuck Stacks at 200, looking for 205, all in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad coin is going to be sold to Chuck Stacks for 2 C notes, says Brother Doug Wagner. Thank you, Chuck. Thank you, Gary S. I appreciate both of you for making it a fun battle. 136 likes on the night, my friends. Chuck Stacks with epic back-to-back live streams where he's gotten some pretty cool stuff. That coin there is a beast. Remember, we're going to do a giveaway after lot number 20. This is lot number 17. We have one last Libertad, an 84. It is beautiful. That sucker, look at that cartwheel. That thing is just gorgeous. And of course, we got a Tata alert. Alright, let me get the description here. This is the one that, for some reason, ATMEX feels they need to sell it for $92. And we're starting the bid at $1. Flying Dutchman, Brother Dutch in the nest. Look out, ladies and germs. What up, John Camper? How you doing, brother? All right, guys. The Libertata. Well, I lost you guys for a second there. Holy cow. All right, guys. Adam Crawford at 50. Allen in Portland at 61. Silver Surfer at 62. Allen in Portland at 63. Silver Surfer coming in at 65. Allen in Portland trying to get it at 66. Looking for 67. Going once. Allen in Portland in the lead at 66. Covert at 69. Covert in the lead. Surfer in Portland trying to get in there, but Covert in the lead. Portland coming in at 70, ladies and gentlemen. Holy cow. Going once. Portland in the lead at 70, looking for 71. Going twice. Portland in the lead. Last call from Mr. Al. Key. Ho, ho, ho. Allen Portland in the lead at 70. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is going to be sold to Allen in Portland for 70 bucks. Ladies and gentlemen, Allen's first win. Welcome back, Joe Must Be. Congrats to Allen. Whew. And Alan, all you do is go to PayPal and you pay via RavenHawk coins at gmail.com. Then going forward, you just pay at the end of the night versus this being your first time on one of my streams. All right, this next one is pretty darn cool, guys. What's up, Big Flippage? All right, here we go. 1972 S Proof 67 Heavy Cameo, which means Ultra Cameo, with a DDO obverse and a DDO reverse. This thing is pretty darn cool. And I think it's literally the lettering in the Liberty and here on $1. Reaper of Dreams, what's up? I got it valued at about 95. I didn't put a reserve on it because I'm curious to see what's going to happen. We're going to start it off at $1. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Guys, Jack Covert starting us off at 35 and staying alive. Gold Dragon trying to get in there, but Jack in the lead. Gary S. in the nest coming in, dropping the bomb at 50, ladies and gentlemen. Gary S. in the lead at 50. Covert at 55. Covert in the lead at 55. Werner coming in at 65 with a back-to-back bomb. Covert in the lead at 65. Looking for 66. Do we hear it? 69 to Jack Covert, ladies and gentlemen. Jack Covert in the lead at 69. Looking for 70. Going once. Jack Covert in the lead at 69. Looking for 70 bucks. Do we hear 70 bucks? Going twice. Guys, Metallic Silver Skull coming in at 75. With a George. And a bomb. Going once. Werner was trying to get in there. Werner coming in at 79. Werner in the lead at 79. Looking for 80. Going once. James Werner in the lead at 79. Going twice. James Werner in the lead at 79. Looking for 80. Last call for Mr. Al Key. Oh. James Werner in the lead at 79. Do we hear 80? All in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad coin is going to be sold to James, the man, the myth, the legend Werner for 79. Oh, Oh, guys, Scorpio and Eric, did they get in there? Let me look. Nope. James Warner with the win, guys. James Warner. Warner Vision. All right. Congratulations, guys. Eric and Scorpio, thanks for trying, my friends. Ooh, pupusas are good. All right, so this is the lot number 19. This is a date run of BU Franklin halves that would make anybody name Emil happy. So here we go. It's a 1952, 1953 Denver. 1953 does have a little rim, a little bag ding right there when when the edge of the coin rolls over the other ones. That's the only one that has a little iffy on it. 1956, 1957 Denver, and 1958 Denver. All of them are BU. All together. Big Flip, yes, you said you were moving from Colorado to somewhere else. I just don't remember where the else is. I do have a reserve on this at $100, guys. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Jack Covert coming in at a hundo. Mustang Dave trying to get in there. Jack just a little quicker on the draw, looking for 105 to stay alive. A 949 Designs dropping the bomb on us, ladies and gentlemen, at 130. Mustang Dave in there at 105, but 949 coming in at 130, going once, looking for 135. Going twice, my friends. 949 ain't messing around, my brothers and sisters. Last call for Mr. Alki Hall. 949. Guys, metallic silver skull coming in with the George at 140. Holy cow, going once. Metallic silver skull at 140, looking for 145, going twice. Metallic says, I'm getting all the halfbacks and dimes I can. Last call. Joe Musby, thank you, brother. You rock, my friend. Metallic silver skull, all in. Fair warning. This bad set is going to be sold to metallic silver skull for 140, ladies and gentlemen. Holy cow. You guys have been just blowing it up tonight. All right, so metallic silver skull. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, 949 and Mustang Dave and everybody that bid on that as well. You guys are epic. Matter of fact, you know what, guys? I'm feeling generous. We haven't gotten to 150 likes yet, but how about this? How about a 1960 Franklin going into the box for the Industream Extreme giveaway? All right, we're on the first lot number 20. So after this lot, we will do a giveaway. And this one is the Thomas Jefferson coinage and currency set. This has the matte finished nickel in it. And they only made the matte finish in 94, which is this one, and 97. And I looked at this one. This one has full steps, which is pretty cool. And we have there was 167,000 of them minted. If you get it graded and it gets a 70, it's a $325 nickel. So you can take a chance of getting it graded, but that's on you. We're going to start the set off at a whole $1, guys. Who does that kind of stuff? All right, let me put this stuff back in so I don't end up missing anything. Yeah, Brent Straddle, that thing's way cool. Only 167,000 minted, which makes it a coin that's going to be worth quite a bit over the years. Guys, Jack Covert at 2, Hambone at 10, Lone Star coming in at 16, Mustang Dave trying to get in there. Just picked up that graded on Durbin's the other night. Yeah, the graded Matt Nichols expensive, man. The $2 note has full steps, says Bombay. Daryl USA at $20. Gold Dragon trying to get in there. You guys, if this goes for 20, that is like the deal of the century. Going once to Daryl. Gold Dragon coming in there at 21. Buy up gold and silver coming in at 30. Gary S was in there, but buy up is at 30, looking for 31. Going once. I have the botanical one coming up next, Michael Smith, so you might have gotten it from Seeker. Metallic, or Michael Smith at 35, Alan Important at 36, Mustang Dave coming in at 40. Buy up in Cornell trying to get in there. Buy up at 45 and staying alive with the George. Going once at 45, my friends. Michael Smith trying to get in there, but buy up was a little bit quicker. Michael Smith at 50. Gary S in the nest. Brent Straddle, yes, you can bid. Going once. You've been here quite a bit over time. Buy up coming in at 55 because he can't drive. 55. Going once. Guys, Michael Smith dropping the bomb at 64. Going once. Daryl is out. Going twice. Gary S in the nest at 65. Going once. Gary S at 65. Looking for 66. Straddle at 66. Cummings at 70 with a George. Going once. Michael Smith at 75 and staying alive. OG Bitters, says Eric A. Heck yeah, they know what's up. Going twice. Charles Doom in the room, doom. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. Justin Cummings coming in at 80, ladies and gentlemen. Holy cow, going once. Going twice. Getting serious now. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. Michael Smith coming in at 85, going once. Michael Smith at 85. Justin Cummings at 90, ladies and gentlemen. Back to back. Going once. Snopages. Going twice. Smith is out. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. All in. Fair warning. This bad set is sold to Justin Cummings for $90. Oh, what a battle, guys. That was a lot of fun. Matter of fact, you guys are epic. It's making me think I need to add something to the end of stream because I did not expect that to go like that. All right, Justin Cummings, thank you, brother. Thank you, Michael Smith. How about this? How about we add something else to the end of stream? We are going to add a 1968 proof set right there. And that penny's got cameo. So's that nickel. That's a nice set. That's going into the end of stream. And now it's time to do a give it away now moment, ladies and gentlemen. we are going to give away another piece of slabbage. Boom. 97S Silver. Proof 70 Ultra Cameo Rosy Dime. NGC slabbed and certified at a proof 70, guys. So that is the giveaway we're going to do right now. Just got to get one of these magnets to come off of here. Get us an envelope. Right there. Turn on that Nightbot. All right, guys. Good luck, everybody. I'll be back in just a few minutes. RavenHawk coins, stay tuned. Nuggets Creed, the wolf version. Okay, go kill all the bad guys. Listen, boss. All right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see who's it gonna be winning that perfect graded dime. In 3, 2, 1, booyah! Raven's bot, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. We don't see Raven's bot get picked that often, so let me add something else. How about this? I've got a 1903 Denver Barber dime. It has a couple little dings in the front, but it's still about a $25 coin. So let's turn Nightbot back on, and we'll add that to the giveaway. And I'll kick it here and chat with you guys a little bit. Matter of fact, let's see something. We got 153 likes. You know what that means. We got to add to the end of stream to make it more extreme. And ladies and gentlemen, when you just didn't think it could get any better, booyah. We're adding to the end of stream a 1937. What's up, Imperium? 1937D PCGS slabbed and certified AU58 Buffalo Soldier, aka Buffalo Nickel, in the box, ladies and gentlemen. Can't go wrong with that. Mike Janky. Oh, wait, probably an O. Yeah, you're right. I just saw the person's writing. Yeah, it's an O. It looked like a D, though. And here's the thing, man. There's so much to know about coins that there's going to be coins that I forgot about a long time ago that certain years can't ever be Denver. Matter of fact, there's no such thing as a 1922 Mercury dime, you know. You just never know. All right. We're going to pick the winner in 3, 2, 1. Booyah. Richard Hunter. Ladies and gentlemen, Richard Hunter is the winner. But I appreciate you saying something. All right. So Richard Hunter with the win. We just have 2 lots left on the night. The last lot, the very last lot is a big hitter coin. You know, if it sells, cool. If not, I'm not going to be offended. I completely understand, but I wanted to give everybody a chance. This next one is the United States Botanic Garden coinage and currency set. This one is the bad boy when it comes to the matte finish. They only did 25,000 of these. 25,000, and this one has full steps as well. I took a look at it under the scope, and or actually under the loop, because they only use a 5x magnification when they do grading. But this has the bill, the 90% commemorative, and the 97, 25,000 minted. That is super low mintage for a coin in the United States. And you're going to get a magnet with it as well. Let me... I do have a reserve at 135 on this. I think that's actually really fair. And good luck, everybody. Good luck. There's been a lot of cool stuff. Yeah, we got some magnets, Imperium. Sticker Mule had a sale, but we only went with 50 to keep it limited edition. J-Dog, I don't know. I didn't really look too close at the bill. Guys, metallic silver skull coming in at 135. Metallic silver skull at 135. I think LeFew tried to get to 140, but so far it says 40. Going once to metallic silver skull at 135. Looking for 140. Do we hear 140? Going twice. Buy up gold and silver coming in at 140. Looking for 145. Buy up in the lead at 140. Looking for 145, my friends. Going once. Going twice. Metallic silver skull coming in. With the George at 150. Metallic silver skull. Going once. Looking for 155 to stay alive. Going twice. Gary S. in the nest coming in at 155. Looking for 160. Going once. Gary S. in the lead. Going twice. Last call from Mr. Al. Key metallic silver skull at 160, ladies and gentlemen. Going once. I have this set. One of my faves, says Justin Cummings. Going twice. Last call, ladies and gentlemen. Metallic silver skull at 160. Looking for 165. All in. Fair warning. What warning? This bad coin is going to be sold to metallic silver skull for 160. Joe must be, thank you, brother. I thought, the channel's doing good growth, but Empire Precious Metals, man, that guy has actually passed me by like 20,000 subs or so, and he was behind by quite a bit. It's just interesting sometimes to see how the algorithm gets you in there and how people like and respond to stuff. Metallic silver skull. Very cool. Metallic silver skull is kicking butt tonight. Holy cow. All right, last one on the night, guys. Last one on the night. But I'm happy for Stormy. He's been at it a long time. This one, Pause Spare Time took off. Like, yeah, I heard about that. Heard he's grown like crazy. One of a kind. We call it the Dead Eye. You can see right there in the front face. This is a lamination air, mint air, Long Island commemorative, the only one known in existence. And crazy. The Nest, one of the best on YouTube. They must have changed the algorithm because my feed is way different now. James Werner, I think so. Beto says Dead Eye or Lazy Eye. I do have a reserve on this one at $700, guys. I do have a reserve. This one is a big boy coin. But, you'll get a lot. You'll get quite a few add-ons for it. That's for sure. We'll be opening Ultra Breaks coin next week. Yeah, I have to do an Ultra Breaks video coming out this weekend. But this one, I've had dealers, I've talked to a lot of different dealers because it's the only air known. And it's also an air, blah, blah, blah. And it's created by CAC. They say as high as 1,000. I was told the minimum was 750. I literally, I figured, you know what? I'd put it at 7, give the Nest the first shot. And if somebody ends up getting it, they end up getting it. If it doesn't sell, I completely understand. It is a lot of money for a coin. But it would give you 14 halfbacks, 7 dimes, and all that other good junk. Gold Dragon. Yes, I will be at the ANA show for sure. I'm the president of the Oklahoma Numismatic Association. We have a table there, so I have to also be there for that. Metallic Silver Skull said you find the neatest stuff. Thank you. There's also a show coming up next week in Mustang that I'll be at. That's here in Oklahoma for you that don't know. All right. Going once, my friends. I'm not seeing any action on the one of a kind, one of one. Going twice. Yep, Brent Straddle, I will be there. I won't have my own table per se. I'll be manning the O&A one here and there for a little bit, but you know, I'm gonna be walking the floor quite a bit as well. Last call. They named a city after Dave. What a guy. I'm a member of A&A. Nice, Gold Dragon. James says, I wish I could bid. You know what? I feel you. I do. If it doesn't sell, email me. I may email you, Raven. Joe must be. I feel you, brother. Okay. Well, looks like we got a no sale. It's all good. I'll tell you what. The best I could do on it, I could take another 25 off at $675, and that is absolutely bottom line. $675 is a buy it now. If not, then I'm good. I can't go less than that, because then I'd be in trouble where I paid for it. I paid up a lot of money to get this one. But no stress. All right, we're going to put this bad boy aside. Christopher Sherman, I feel you, my friend. Jack over says, wife says, hell no. Hey, I don't blame you. You know, here's the thing. You know, there's a couple people in here, I can't afford it, you know, and that's understandable. That's why we try to give you a little bit of everything. When I made a video on this, there were some people that asked me about it, and, you know, I forgot who it was, and it was people that had emailed, and I can't seem to find the emails. So I figured if I'm going to give anybody a shot at it, it'll be the Nest first, and then we'll go from there. All right, guys, I'm going to put this one up. And I love my wife more than any coin. We're going to do the end of stream giveaway. A big shout out to the mods. Thank you to Create Craft for all of his hard work. Johnny T, Mustang Dave, Daryl USA, J-Dog, Empyrean Label, Joe Must Be, Mud SWAT, Resin Dragon. I don't think I saw Resin tonight. Johnny T, American Patriot. Big Flip was in here earlier. Mustang Dave. I know I said Joe Must Be. Silver Streak. Flying Dutchman. Brother Doug Wagner. Frank Mons. CM Silver. Oh, guys, keep CM in your prayers. Remember, he had back surgery, or he had surgery. I think it was back surgery. All right, let's show what we got for the end of stream giveaway. What's up, Kansas Stacker? Mustang Dave. Frank was here last one. All right, Silver Streak. Here we go. Here's everything we got in the box. We have the graded 1937 Denver Buffalo Nickel. The 68 proof set. The Franklin half. The Franklin half. 2 Merc dimes. Another graded Buffalo nickel. A 96 uncirculated coin set. A 65 special mint set. A 43 steel cent uncirculated, and I forgot to throw it in the box, the 84 Libertad, ladies and gentlemen. All of this cool stuff is going to one lucky winner. That 96 set has the W dime in it. Oh, you're also getting a magnet. That's in there too for whoever wins the end of stream. You guys are welcome. Let me turn on that. Empyrean, I might have one somewhere. I might have one more left. All right, guys. I'll be back in just a few minutes. Get your entries in, and good luck to you. All right, my friends. Ouch, that hurt. Good luck to everybody. We're going to see who the winner is. Oh, let me get this thing caught up. It's always lagging behind. All right, we're going to see who the winner is in 3, 2, 1. Boom. Den Mo. Ladies and gentlemen, Den Mo. Did Den Mo win one of these not too long ago? or was that G-Dub? Demo, when was the last time you won an into stream? I'm curious. Last August. Look at you. Almost a year and you got it. Congratulations, brother. All right, let me close that. You guys are absolutely amazing and awesome people. I love the nest. I can't tell you that enough. Mustang Dave says, not taggable. Redraw, redraw. Congratulations, brother. That's awesome, my friend. All right, well, we're going to call it a night. Thank you to everybody that was here. Thank you to everybody that got something this evening. Eric A., Mike Sampson, Charles Doom, Vote for Pedro, Mike K., Yak Snav, Gary S., Metallic Silver Skull, Roy Boy, Mustang Dave, Silver Surfer, Scorpio, Chuck Stacks, Alan in Portland, James Warner, Justin Cummings, B. Roos, Visterion, Joe Must Be, Ricky the Scotty, Shadrack 777, Worm, Wizard Castings, Richard Cornell, Doug Harding, and Richard Hunter. Thank you, everybody, for being here and making it such an awesome night. Imperium, good to see you, brother. Like always, please make sure to take care of one another. and we'll see you real soon. Perry, I have not gotten my package yet, brother. We'll get there. We'll get Miss Raven to the post office box real soon. Scorpio as a RavenHawk. Thank you, brother. Okay, like we said, have a great day.